Okay, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Luis Esteban Villa. I'm currently a senior at the University of Texas at El Paso. I have 8 classes left, or 2 semesters. I'm currently majoring in economics and in international business for both double major. I Wait, is this where you can
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
about studying abroad
yeah.
or?
So I can ask you now. So can you tell
Okay.
us where you studied abroad?
Okay, so I studied abroad during 2014. I did 2 summer programs that were created by faculty here at UTEP. So there were 2 different classes by professors that took a group of students from this university. I did one Maymester at Munich with it was called COBA in Munich, which is the College of Business Administration here at UTEP, and it was a group of about 12 students that we went to Munich to a university and studied there along with German students from locals from that university, and we took an economics class in European Union's um, economics and policy. Um, it was given by in English by faculty from that university that was that during May, and then on July of the same year, I did another program led by a professor here at UTEP. It was He took a group of about 30 students to Hangzhou in China, and we studied at it was called Zhejiang Finance and Economics University. It's apparently a small city in China, but I mean it's 12 million people, so small for them. But it was it was a class about computer information systems, with business applications, and it was us 30 along with other, I guess, like 20 Chinese students from that university as well. And then I studied during the fall. I did the whole semester in Shanghai in a program called Business and Chinese Language by ISA. This was at the East China Normal University, and I took business classes that counted towards my degree. They were all taught in English, and then I took an extra Chinese class as well.
Excellent. So three different experiences. Great.
Yes.
Can you tell us why you decided to do these programs? Why study abroad?
Um, to study abroad in general, I guess the first thing that encouraged me is that my older brother, studied abroad as well when he was in college back in 2008. So I always had the idea in my mind as well. And then a couple of semesters before I left, a couple of friends, two of my best friends, studied abroad. So that really like got me going into, researching and everything, and making it happen. Specifically for those programs, the ones in the summer, they were, I mean, available, and they were the only ones given by the College of Business. So I took advantage of both of them, and they were actually pretty cheap, considerably, and so they were gonna count towards my degree. I was able to visit 2 different countries, and along with, groups of students. And since I first decided to study during the semester, and out of my top choices, I guess the factors that I was considering was financial, which I was looking at the cheapest programs available, and then obviously the countries as well, if it was, expensive to live there or not. And then I wanted something that would help me specifically towards my career, so I thought that China would be a great experience for international business purposes, and obviously the language as well. So that's why I ended up deciding on China. And then after I chose that one, and I knew that I was going to be going for the fall, then I found these 2 programs for the summer. And since I was already going to be going, I thought I made it the whole trip during I mean, from May to December, and took advantage of that.
Great. So I know you said earlier finances were a big issue, or they were a part of your decision making process. Can you tell us how you were able to fund each of your programs, or if there was one in particular that you got a special scholarship or grant for?
Well, first of all, I was able to use financial aid for all three programs. So I got financial aid for the summer, which I needed at least 6 credits to be taken to be a full time summer student, and both of the classes accounted for 5 credits. So I actually had to take an extra class online that I took while I was traveling, so that I was eligible to receive the award. And I was able to use the refund after paying my tuition to for these travels. I also, well, the study abroad office here at the university gives um, rather small, but everything helps. But they do have a scholarship that helps with that you can use towards any expense, and they have it for each program. So I received it 3 times in different amounts and everything, but that really helped. And I did receive help from my family. They funded part of my expenses, and the last thing was that I received. I earned the Gilman scholarship for the program in the fall. I I earned a pretty big amount from them, so that helped a lot. And I did ended up taking out a couple of loans, which I took out as a safety just in case. I didn't end up using them during my travels, but I took them out just in case I needed them or if I was going to be able to use them.
Okay, great. So can you describe if you witnessed or experienced yourself any kind of discrimination in country, and if so, how did you process that experience?
Not at all. I think that well, yes, I'm Mexican or Mexican American, so everywhere I went, I was either or, and I think I was able to feel comfortable in any country, even not only on the ones that I studied abroad, but every country that I visited. They, it was very easy to communicate. They pretty much knew English all over the world, except maybe specifically China was the most difficult to get around and everything. But other than the language barrier, I didn't, I mean, had any discrimination experience or anything.
Okay,
Really.
great. My last question is, would you recommend study abroad for other students, and any advice you have about the study abroad experience?
I definitely recommend studying abroad for any term that you're able to, or any place that you want to go, or even the shortest amount of time that you can. It's first of all, and without the academic and professional experience that you're gonna get out of it, it's just traveling, and traveling on itself, it helps grow in every aspect of your life. And so it really provides a great opportunity to know other places, cultures, and everything. And that's without even counting the academics. The way it helps you for your school and professionally. And obviously, it looks great on your resume. It makes you stand out that you're, one in just, I think it's under 10% of people in the United States that study abroad, and I know that around the world that's even around like 1 or 2% of college graduates. So I really think that it really makes you stand out, and it's something that you won't be able to, or I guess I think that the majority of people won't be able to travel for that. Such a long amount of time once you're already like working in a professional setting or in your career and everything. So it really has a great opportunity while you're in college to really take a semester or a whole summer or even a year being abroad, and at the end, traveling. So,
Great. Thank you.
all right.